What if the most important moment of your entire day lasts only 3 seconds, that fragile space right before you open your eyes? In that sliver of time, you are not yet the disappointment, not yet the failure, not yet the one falling behind. You are just awareness, pure, untouched consciousness. And then reality rushes in. The same problems, the same story, the same version of you. The ancient Stoics believed that this split second is the real you before the world writes over you again. Today, we're going to rewrite that story with 7 Stoic laws to free you from the cages you didn't even realize you built. Like this video, comment, "I choose me," and let's begin. 1. You're not depressed. You're domesticated. Every morning an alarm slices through your dreams. Before your first conscious breath, you're already being programmed. Check, scroll, compare, perform. The modern world calls it productivity. The Stoics would call it captivity. You've been trained to trade instinct for instruction, curiosity for conformity, wildness for approval. You live by clocks and notifications, then wonder why your soul feels out of sync. You're not broken. You're reacting to an environment that's unnatural for your inner nature. The Stoics didn't say, erase your emotions. They said, align with your true nature, not just forests and rivers, your inner rhythm, your real wants, your quiet truth. Stoic challenge. Reclaim one small corner of your day from the script. Walk without your phone. Eat when you're truly hungry. Sit in silence without trying to improve yourself. When your mind says, "This is silly," recognize that as the voice of your cage. And if you struggle with deep, ongoing sadness, remember, real depression is serious. There is no shame in getting help. 2. Stop feeding the addiction to suffering. Pain can feel like home. Not because you like it, but because it's familiar. You've carried it so long that peace feels suspicious. Modern life rewards suffering with attention. Post your wounds, people listen. Post your peace, and the world scrolls past. Slowly, you start to believe your pain is what makes you someone. But pain is a message, not a home. Every time you repeat, "I'm always anxious, I'm unlucky, I'm not good with people," you renew a contract with your suffering. Your brain believes whatever it hears most. Stoic practice. For one day, don't talk about your struggles to others or to yourself. When the urge comes, notice it and say, "This moment is workable." Then spend a week collecting tiny proofs of what's workable in your life, not what's hopeless. Your pain doesn't need more attention. Your healing does. 3. Break the cage of potential. We worship potential because it's safe. As long as your dreams stay in your head, they can never be judged, never be tested, never fail. I could do that if I had time. If I really tried, I'd be great. These are elegant lies. The Stoics called this self-deception. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Potential that never becomes action rots into guilt. You don't resent yourself for failing. You resent yourself for never trying. Stoic challenge. Do something you're bad at. In public. Post the first page. Record the imperfect first video. Join the class you keep researching. Movement, even clumsy movement, kills fear faster than overthinking ever will. Stop rehearsing your greatness. Start demonstrating it. 4. Permission is an inside job. What are you still waiting for? For someone to say, "Now it's your time," for a sign that it's finally safe to live the life you want. We were raised to ask for permission, for opinions, for approval, for validation. We grew up, but the habit stayed. The Stoics had a different word. Proheresis, your inner power of choice. No boss, parent, or partner can own that. The absence of permission isn't rejection. It's the universe whispering, "You decide." Stoic practice. Write down everything you've delayed because you're not ready. Next to each, write whose approval you're secretly waiting for. Then, write the truth. They're not coming. Today, take one action without waiting for anyone to nod yes. Self-authorization is the purest act of freedom. 5. Grieve the life you didn't live. What if part of your sadness isn't weakness, but grief? Grief for the person you never allowed yourself to become. No one holds a funeral for your abandoned dreams. No one sends flowers when you bury your younger self under being practical. That heaviness you feel may be mourning for the artist you silenced, the risk you never took, the love you never voiced. The Stoics didn't deny grief. They accepted it as part of life, but they knew it must flow, not stagnate. Stoic ritual. Write a short eulogy for the version of you who never made it. Thank them. Acknowledge what they wanted. Then let them go. Burn it, bury it, or fold it away. You're not burying yourself. You're releasing a ghost. Grief says, something has ended. Now what begins? 6. You are not the narrator in your head. Your mind never stops talking. It comments, criticizes, predicts, compares. It uses your voice, your memories, your fears. So you assume it must be you. But it's not. You are not the voice. You are the awareness listening. Thoughts are mental weather, some bright, some dark, none permanent. You are the sky, not the storm. Stoic practice. Next time your mind says, I'm failing, they don't like me, I'll never get out of this, pause and label it. That's a thought, not a fact. Feel your breath, look around, ask, is anything truly wrong in this exact moment? Most of the time, the crisis exists only in the commentary. When you stop treating thoughts as commands, you reclaim your peace. 7. The 3-second choice that builds your day. Every morning, in the first 3 seconds, you remember your name, your problems, your past, and with that, you step back into yesterday. The Stoics used those first moments as a reset. They didn't wait to see how the day felt. They chose who they would be before the day began. Morning ritual. When you wake up tomorrow, don't reach for your phone. Keep your eyes closed for 3 seconds and ask, who do I want to be today? Then make one micro choice that matches that person. Night ritual. Before bed, replay the day. How many moments were intentional and how many were autopilot? Don't judge, just notice. Awareness is already change. Those tiny decisions are how you rebuild your identity, breath by breath. 8. Virtue over applause. Embody, don't perform. You've walked through 7 Stoic laws. Now comes the hardest part, living them. We live in a world of performance, performing confidence, kindness, even authenticity. We chase applause and hand our peace to other people's opinions. The Stoics chose a different metric: virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, temperance, not for show, but as a compass. Stoic challenge: choose one virtue for the next 24 hours. Let every decision answer one question. Which choice aligns with this virtue? You don't need an audience to know who you are. You live for the applause of your own conscience. Tomorrow, when those first 3 seconds arrive, remember this: you don't need to impress the world. You need to respect your soul. Comment your declaration, I choose to live, not just exist. Repeat it until it's not just a sentence, but your way of being. Follow and subscribe, don't forget.